Hello, welcome to Pink Sunrise Tarot. I'm Sonia, and I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces. Hello, Pisces. It is your turn. My home team. I am Sonia. This is Pink Sunrise Tarot. I'm at work, so please forgive the background. I'm not at home, so hey, I got the call to do a video today, like right now, so I'm going to do it. You guys hang in there with me, okay? All right. I have some information in the description box I'd like for you guys to take a look at. If you'd like a personal reading, any questions answered or anything like that, take a look at the description box. All the information that you need is there. And shoot me an email at the end of the year. Today's Friday, December 19th. On the 31st, I will be removing it for a couple of months. Okay? So let's see, what does Pisces need to know? I'm going to get the cards out first, and then we're going to go through this, okay? Oh, wow, okay. Maybe I'm trying to think if I feel one. I feel one more. One more. Okay, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Beautiful. Okay. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let's see. First card out is the Knight of Swords. Then you have the Two of Wands. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. I'm sorry if the angle is kind of wonky. It's a weird setup because, like I said, I'm here at work, so I'm not at home where things are a lot easier and better, but I was compelled to do it, so here I am. And the Four of Swords. Okay. Pisces. You've been sitting on a decision on taking action or not taking action. And I say that because of the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I feel that action... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Swords. This. Okay, I'm getting a couple of things here. As soon as I said, taking action, it's just like things kind of just changed. All right. First and foremost, Pisces, you need to take time to rest. You got to rest. Starting off with the aces, starting off with the Knight of Swords, okay, and then ending with the Four of Swords. You have to, you got to take some time to rest. That's critical right now. Take time to take time to rest, stay hydrated, and take the necessary actions with this Two of Wands here to celebrate your healing, celebrate yourself, your accomplishments, the things that you've gotten done, things that you've completed. And I'm saying completed as there's a lot of things you've completed. You're no longer accepting breadcrumbs. You're no longer accepting the short end of the stick. It's either all in or all out. There is no halfway. There's no in between. There's no middle spot. No. In the middle, the Six of Pentacles, you want, deserve, and need balance. Okay, you're no longer stretching yourself thin. You're no longer giving to two many situations at one time. You're focusing, you're zoning in on a certain situation, and you're moving forward from there. Zoning in on another situation, going in from there. So everything that you're doing, you have that laser focus mentality. You know exactly what you want when you want it, and that's what you're working towards. And that you're completing it. You're focusing on this task, and you're not doing anything else. Even though you're very well at multitasking, you're not doing anything else to you've come to the conclusion, or you've problem solved that situation. That's what I'm getting here. But most importantly, you gotta rest, gotta stay hydrated, not accepting breadcrumbs, not overextending yourself, trying to maintain balance, taking the necessary actions, celebrating your wins, celebrating your losses. And I mean losses as in, loss, like there's things sometimes you have to lose in order to realize the reward. Okay? And it sounds weird, but for the right ears, it's gonna make sense. You have to celebrate the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? There is no wins without losses. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. You're celebrating things that you've had to shut down, things you've had to close out, decisions that you had to make that were very difficult. You've made those decisions. With this Two of Wands here, you've made those decisions to focus on yourself, focus on your world, what is important to you. Okay? This is very cut and dry. I mean, there's really, I mean, this is beautiful. Wow. I want to clarify this Two of Wands real quick. I want to see what's going. Let me get this deck here. I just want to clarify this Two of Wands because it keeps on sticking out to me. I was going to clarify the Four of Swords, but I want to see what's going on with this Two of Wands, Pisces. Let's take a look. See what's going on with this Two of Wands. Tell me a little bit more about this Two of Wands, please. Tell me more about this Two of Wands, please. Yes. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Exactly. Look at the Hangman, learning to look at things differently, and you have Justice here. Libra energy, Pisces energy. Could be I could be talking to well, Pisces. You're here. It could be Pisces in any, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and the same thing for Libra. Libra, Moon, Venus, Rising, Jupiter. You could be dealing with another Pisces or another water sign, or you could be dealing with another you could be dealing with an air sign, or you could have air and water in your chart. You're learning to look at a lot of things differently. And now that you see there's two scales here, okay? This is the minor and the major arcana. You're looking for stability, security, and balance all at the same time. You're not budging. You know exactly what you want, exactly what you need, this is all you. This is all you, Pisces. This is what you're providing yourself. There's no one here. This isn't a love reading right now. This is about you. This is about your focal point, the things that you're focusing on, the multifaceted, individuals. I'm focusing on you. I'm zoning in on you. Celebrate your good, celebrate the bad, celebrate the ugly. You have done a tremendous amount of work. You literally have transformed your whole entire life. You may look in the mirror and people may not even recognize you. You're completely different, completely transformed, and you have that right to celebrate that. You have the Three of Cups is here. You have that right to celebrate it. A lot of people may not be happy about it, but it is what it is. You don't live for other people. You live for you. You take care of other people, yes, but you don't live for them. You live for yourself. Not in a selfish kind of way, but you know what I mean. Now, look at this. Four of Wands. Uh-oh. Now comes the love. Okay, Pisces. What is going on? That is definitely love for self. Something might have started in November. Okay. What else? Ten of Swords. Okay. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Why is the Ten of Swords here? And it's right on the Four of Swords. Now that I'm looking at it, you again, Pisces, you have to take the time to rest. You're not resting. You're way overloaded. You're overthinking, overanalyzing. I mean, really, really overthinking. Okay. I mean, maybe that's maybe you're celebrating. I'm just seeing a lot of swords. The Knight of Swords, the swords with justice, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords. There's a lot of sword energy here. You're definitely in your head, Pisces, and that's not where you want to be. That's not your strong point. I can see why you're there because you've done a lot of work, but you're in your mind more than you are in taking action. You're in your mind more than you're focusing on your stability, your finances. You're more in your mind. Then there is like love or your emotions. You're really, really in your mind. You're overthinking. That's why I mentioned it earlier with the Four of Swords here. You have to take time to rest. That means shut that brain down. Shut it down for a little while. Okay. And I'm just looking at the Hangman here with the illumination. It's, you got a lot going on, or, there's a lot of clarity, a lot of downloads. You're getting a lot of information, very quickly. Okay. But you have to be able to process it and filter it slowly. It's just like you have to take time to rest. Okay. I feel like you need to take time to rest in order to filter, to go through, to get through this. Don't overwhelm yourself, okay? And it's hard. Trust me, I'm a Pisces, so I know it's easier said. It's easier said than done. Look at this. Yeah, something's coming in. When it comes to love, something's starting to come in. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. Three of Pentacles. Putting in the work with the Two of Cups. I'm telling you, that might be why you're overstressing and overthinking, because you focus so much on yourself, on your growth, things that you're manifesting. And I feel it, like love is here. Love is coming in. Love is already, from what I can see here, love is already in your life. Love is in your life. It could be a business, with the Three of Pentacles. Could be going into business with someone, maybe starting a business. Okay. Wow, what do we have at the bottom of the deck? Okay, Five of Swords, more sword energy. So I'm saying there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be very happy with you right now, Pisces. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You have to take the good with the bad. A lot of people are not going to be very happy with your success, the direction that you're going, and the things that you're doing. They're not going to be very happy. But again, for the ones that are resonating with this, it has to be this way. It has to be this way. You have to hear yourself. You have to rest. Okay, too much noise, too much distraction. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. Too much noise, too much distraction is going to hinder your progress. Look at this. The Knight of Pentacles. Again, now stability's coming in. We went from overthinking to focusing on balance, not receiving breadcrumbs, to learning to look at things differently, balancing the scales from within. Now you're in your Empress energy. Do you see what I mean? It's just like you're going through the stages that you need to go through when it comes to your transformation. Not everybody's going to understand where you're going, because it's a path that only you're going through. It's a decision that you've made. Okay? Wow. All right, hold on. And then look, the Five of Swords underneath. I knew it. Five of Swords underneath. People are not going to be happy of your success. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Look at right underneath the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Keeper of Secrets. But look at underneath, Three of Cups. You need to celebrate that. You guys, I'm telling you, over and over and over again. It's just coming through over and over again. Pisces, you have to celebrate the good, the bad, and the ugly, sweethearts. It is what it is. If people are not going to be happy for you, then they're not going to be happy for you. The ones that will be happy for you will be happy for you. It is what it is. You have to do what you have to do. There's a decision here with this Two of Wands. You're taking the necessary actions to heal yourself, to close doors that no longer need to be opened. You're transitioning. You're going to another level, another step in your life path, in your journey, and with the divine timing and everything's going on. This is a very spiritual connection here. Very, very spiritual connection. You know exactly what direction you want to go in, and you're going in that direction. You're being led to go in that direction. Okay? But you have to take time to rest your body, mind, soul, and spirit. Primarily your mind, because there's a lot of sword energy here. So you're really in your head, Pisces. Really in your head. Overthinking yourself in and out of shit, okay? I could see what you're doing here. I could see you're focusing on your stability. You're focusing on family. You're focusing on love. New connections coming in. Trying to balance yourself. Trying to be the best version of yourself. Allowing things to just flow naturally. Trying to make time for family. Trying to make time for friends. Trying to make time for self. It's just, there's a lot going on here. You have to rest. You have to rest. You have to shut that mind off. And it doesn't mean go into hermit mode. Doesn't mean to isolate, the other way around. That doesn't mean to isolate, but it does mean to go a little bit into hermit mode and kind of just, try to be the calm in the storm, okay? You needed to hear that. Let me get some more cards. Wow, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. Look at strength. Strength to the bottom of the deck. And then look at justice. Libra energy. Again, I told you, balance in the scales. You are balancing your life out. It may not make sense. It may be a little chaotic right now. You may not know if you're coming or going or what's what and so on and so forth. You are doing exactly what you're being asked to do. You're doing exactly what you need to do, sweethearts. Okay? It may not make sense to everybody else, but it's making sense on your spiritual path. And you know why? Because look at what just was at the bottom. The Queen of Cups. Pisces energy. You're right there, sweetheart. You're right there. Look. The Nine of Pentacles. Keep focusing on your independence. Keep focusing on your stability. Everything that you've asked for, everything that you've manifested, it's on its way if it's not in your life already. It's already there. Sweetie, it's already there, Pisces. Like, this is, like, I can't make this shit up. Like, this is beautiful. Wow. And look at this. I just freaking took the Five of Swords off. The High Priestess again. Using your intuition. Using your intuition. You know exactly what you're doing, sweethearts. You're on the right path, love. I mean, shit, it don't get any better than this. I mean, it could always get better, but you know what I mean. It could always get better. But you know what? At the same time, it could always be worse. So this is beautiful. You know, you got to take a grain of salt. It is what it is, and you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind with yourself. You're going through massive, alignments and transitions. You're going through it. Okay. You could be dealing with a Cancer. For some reason, I'm seeing Cancer, even though it's like there's a lot of water. With this High Priestess and the Hangman, I see Cancer here. I also see Scorpio, Libra, some Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And yeah, everybody's here. Leo, Sag, and Aries. Yeah, everybody's here, sweetheart. Everybody's on the table. Okay? All right, let me just... I want to... This deck here. Okay. Hold on. I'm just going to take this down. Oh, wow, look at that. The Fool taking a leap of faith. And look at the Magician. Oh, my God. Look at the major arcanas that are just like... this is beautiful. This is beautiful, Pisces. Look at the Magician. The Death card, transformation, goes right back to the Two of Wands, to the Three of Cups, to the Two of Cups, to the Six of Wands with victory, to the Ten of Cups. Pisces, you're seeing this, right? Look at this with the wish fulfillment. The Queen of Wands with the Three of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Sweethearts, you are on the right fucking path. Everything that you set out to do, you're getting it done. You're doing it. Money's coming in. Romance is coming in. Stability's coming in. Not that you're not doing the work. You have to continue to keep doing the work. Okay? You're rewriting your path. You're repaving the road that you're walking on. This is so fucking beautiful. Excuse my language, but I had to just, I needed that to come out like that. It is what it is, you know? Eight of Swords, don't get yourself caught up in your head. Again, stay out of your head, Pisces. Stay out of your head, okay? That is a gift. It is also a curse. But right now, from what I can see here with the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, you have the Five of Swords twice, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords. There's a lot of freaking sword energy in this reading. Even though everybody's here, like I said, from Aries to Pisces, there is a lot of sword energy here. Communicate what you need to communicate. Shut it down when you need to shut it down, okay? Wow, this is beautiful. I'm going to leave this here. Pisces, I'm going to throw some oracle on here, sweethearts, and I'm going to let you go on your way. Wow. That was a beautiful, beautiful message. Beautiful message. Like I said, you take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Take a look at the description box. I ask that you guys please like, share, subscribe, show your girl some support. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to start I've been working on, my little area and everything else and all that, just doing a lot of things, but it's just like, it's crunch time. It's time to start. I'm going to get ready to start the next session from Aries to Pisces to close out the year. I'm going to keep on going. And, my goal for the new year is going to be completely different. I just need you guys' support. Hang in there with me. And let's do this. It's time. It's time. Procrastination, no more. Procrastination, no more. Okay, come on. Just got one card. Anything else? Anything else? Thank you. I'll take those. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me read these, Pisces. Okay. 20 might be significant. Throat chakra over here. We have, I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. Look at that. Beautiful. There's a lot to be said here, okay? You got to speak your truth, but at the same time, speak what is necessary. Gossiping, bullshit, the he said, she said, the naysayers, don't get caught up in that crap. If it's something important to speak about, because remember, at the end of the day, Pisces, it's about protecting your peace and protecting your energy. It is what it is, okay? That's part of evolution. That's part of evolving. That's just part of the transition, the transformation you're going through. The less, sometimes, at least in this situation that I'm getting here, less is more. I know that's going to make sense for someone, okay? We have number 25, which breaks down to a 7. I think I said, yeah, okay, breaks down to a 7. We have spirit guides. It says, I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. You're absolutely highly protected. Okay? You have a very strong spirit team. Very strong spirit team. Very strong ancestors. We have number 27 here. It says Sparks of the Divine, which breaks down to a 9. It says, I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize that I am part of all creation. You absolutely are. We're all creators. In many form and fashions, we're all creators. We're writers, we're scripts, we're actors, we're actresses. We're creating all day, every day. Every single one of us. Okay, number 31, which breaks down to a 4. It says, embrace change. It says, I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. Pisces, every single card here damn near spoke about transformation and changes of life and understanding the wisdom, the knowledge, and everything else that you're given. That you got the High Priestess in this deck twice. You have Libra in this, the Justice twice. Balance in the scales 3 times. I mean, there's so much. It's the same repeat in every single one of these cards. It's the same repeat over and over again. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. Keep continuing to balance the scales. Speak when you need to speak. Protect your energy at all times. Protect your peace at all times. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? I love you. Bye.